right. How you doing? It's Brian Burwell, Dogboy. Welcome to Attention Deficit Drumming. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back. Fires blazing everywhere around. We're starting everywhere. We got started an hour late because the freeway was closed down, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get here. So let's jump right in. What is attention deficit like? What's going through my head today? What do we want to try to work on? My brain always goes to paradiddles. Hey, I just said it, paradiddles.
Everybody drink up, drink up.
Right, it's like a drinking game. So anytime I say paradiddle, it should be, if I say double paradiddle, that's like 2 drinks. Get it? Triple paradiddle. Ooh! So, thinking of that, I want to go through foot pattern that I worked on all growing up. Actually, everything I worked on while I was all growing up. I think the pattern's called Bayonne. It's a Latin pattern, or Latin or Afro-Cuban. I'm not totally sure, because I'm a drummer. I don't know this stuff. I hear it, I emulate it. I actually learn all the lingo and all that stuff later. So if I'm saying any big college words like flamadiddle, flam tap, Saskatchewan territory, all right, any of that stuff. Here's the pattern. It is bum, 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 bum. And it's the right foot that'll do that. So now really what you want to add in here is the left foot. On the, I don't know if it's the and or 1 and 2 and 3. Like that. Just getting this pattern down can take eternity. And you want to get your feet to where it's autopilot. They call it a ostinato. College word again. Hey, all right. Drink on that too. Ostinato. Ostinato just means repetitive rhythm. And that's what this is. Just sit and do this. I heard, I think it was this pattern, Ace Frehley and the Comets, or Ace Frehley's Comets, the guitar player from Kiss, his solo record. Anton Fig, drummer who played on the tour, he did this in his drum solo. It blew my mind, and I had to learn it. So, first thing, we're going to add in hands, just doing singles. I'll play it quiet. Goal is to not have the feet change. Bum, 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 Then doubling the speed of the hands, we'll stay around here. I'll play it up on the edge. You'll notice the left foot, I'm really bouncing eighth notes. See that left foot? I'm bouncing it constantly. It's my nervous habit that I've turned into an awesome drum technique.
What's up with those socks?
I don't know. What's up with them? Oh, they're 2 different socks. One's a dirty white sock on the left foot, and then it's a clean winter sock on the right foot.
Look like they like the Tasmanian devil on it or something.
No. That's probably just a stain. All right, so singles. First you want to get this. Then you try to doubles. What do you think I'm going to say next? Paradiddles.
Oh, paradiddle.
That was 3s on each hand. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which creates a polyrhythm. That's me accenting on the first note of each group of 3 with the hands. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's hard. That's hard to do that accent on the first one. It's hard to talk while you do this. It's a great thing. Do the pattern, say the ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. Yeah. Other hand patterns. 5s. Right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, left. I'll play it between the ride and the snare. Now I'll speed it up. So that was doing triplets. Da, 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 like. Sixteenth notes. If you find that really difficult, it's because it is. That pattern, doing the 5 against the grouping of 4, but it's almost a triplet-y feel with the foot, blah, 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 blah. I wasn't able to do it till I was about 35. After about 2 years of working on different 5 patterns before I could even get the body to do it. And what I would do is I would record myself, because once I started trying to layer different things, like that pattern with the foot and the left foot doing that and then the hands doing something else, anytime I would try to hear everything globally all together, I would lose the pattern. So I'd record it so I could go back, and a lot of times I'd watch it immediately to see if I was actually playing it correct. A big part of this for me is hearing everything together, hearing everything as one. That's how I'm able to play a lot of stuff that takes what we call independence or interdependence, a lot of coordination. Back to it. So check it out, I'll doubles between 2 different sound sources. Right, right, left, left, right, right. So that's doing doubles up the table of time. Do it with singles too. I'll do it even slower. Fast as I can go with it. All against this foot pattern. You just sit and do that. This, da, 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 da. You can work in different I stunk that up. Let's go to a different foot pattern. Same type of exercises. I show these a lot because they were really a fundamental thing that really helped me get control of my body while I'm playing, and to get the muscle memory and to really layer stuff and to start to hear these patterns, especially when it's polyrhythms or rhythms on top of other rhythms, hearing how long you have to play a certain pattern to resolve it. When I say resolve it, I mean basically ending on 1, so that I'm going like. So that crash cymbal is where I'm putting my 1. I'm doing like 2 bars. My foot's doing a triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Try doing it in a song.
I'm ready for a song. Ooh, this sounds like jazz. little jazz with the little Dixieland. I want a little halftime feel. When I'm sussing out a song, trying to come up with a part for a song in a studio situation, my brain tries to figure out every possible thing that I could physically do. I mean, I'm going a little overboard. It's not quite that to the nth degree, but it is like I hear that beep, that. So we can go this type of feel. 1 and 2. You'll notice, well, if you can see the hand all right, I'm very relaxed on my swing, very open and closed with the fingers. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. And I'm trying to play light on the kick drum. Da-da-dee-da-da-da-da. Left hand is the free-for-all. This is where a lot of drummers who play exclusively rock, pop, stuff like that, a lot of times they don't develop the left hand, in my opinion, enough. This is why I tell students, especially when they come in and they're like, I want to be like this drummer. And I'll go, yes, we'll work on all that stuff, but we also want to work on all these other things. And, I was pig-headed about that stuff when I was younger. Big time. I wanted to be a progressive rock drummer, which I kind of am, and still that's where a lot of influences are. And not that my jazz is any good, but I can fake it well enough, and I can fake the feel. That's the idea. On a lot of this, it's not that I know what I'm doing. I can just play so many different things because of practice, but I practice a lot of different things, a lot of different, just the way that I'm playing the cymbal. I'm not bashing in. I'm using the rebound, and then my fingers on the way up. See how it bounces and is open? Bing, ba, ba, da, 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 da. I'll do it over here. And maybe even before you do the swing part, you do implied swing. You think triplets. I lost it. That's hard to do. Whatever. Try to do stuff with the left hand. Trying to get the shuffle with the left hand. So. I'm doing a triplet, right, left, left. Hands very relaxed. I'm kind of twisting it almost. And dynamics, all that stuff. Practicing really quiet, practicing really loud. Molar stroke, marching band styles, all that stuff. All it can do is help you. The more you do this stuff, the better you're going to get. And you get into it. Get like into the simplest things. Getting very in-depth, zoned in. Whatever you got to do that. I have struggled with ADD my whole life, but every time I got behind the drum kit, I would get hyper-focused, and that actually is something that goes hand in hand with ADD. If you find something that you're very interested in, oh my gosh, I'd spend hours and hours. Like, my parents didn't quite get it. They're like, he doesn't study his schoolwork, but he'll play them damn drums for hours. And, at first it was just purely pleasure. And then it became like my video game. Like, I would try to figure out how to do different things and why it would work. And at first, it's just trying to fit as many notes into a certain period of time that I can do it. I'm going to show you one of my favorite licks, and I just started working on adding more to it. I'm always trying to be inventive. So I'll do it's a 5-stroke roll. Right, left, left, right, right. So and then as I'm playing it, I come down with a molar stroke. The doubles are very relaxed. I immediately release the right hand. So I come down, and then I release my wrist for the double so I can do a quiet double, or relaxed, where it's not a forced double. Watch that left hand, nothing. But the left hand's gonna move up to the tom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like a 6-stroke roll going into the beginning of it on the floor tom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. But I don't count it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the lick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's just the lick by itself, with nothing added. I always like to try adding things to stuff. So that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which fits in really good with a lot of playing it fast. It fits in with a lot of different grooves. It just mathematically kind of works out nice. But I could add 3 more hits and make it 12, which also works nice. And this is what I came up with the other day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So. So. So that's it played fast. Not as smooth as it normally should be. And really, that came from something I heard a drummer named Gary Novak do. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He's amazing. He's played with Chick Corea Electric Band. He's filled in for me a couple times. He's way better than I am. Like, just, but I'm tougher. I'm bigger. I'm better. So his see what happens. You got to be careful, and you got to make a lot of mistakes at first. I know for me and a lot of students that I've instructed over the years, watching, I did this all the time. I'd go into drum lessons, go to play something, and I'd play something that was cool but didn't really fit with the music, with the groove, and I didn't even notice. I was thinking more like, well, my drum lick sounded awesome, and a lot of times the drum licks, you get fired off gigs for your drum licks, for your fills and stuff. A lot of times you just want to stay simple. That's the real key is simplicity. As you get better, what you can do is compound, take a simple idea that you have and make it cooler. And just as an for instance, let's just take one. Motown lick. That. Da-da-da-da-da, boom, boom. That's what I'm thinking. Boo-da-da-da-da. And I'm hearing the difference in volume. Boo-da-da-da-da. Boo-da-da-da-da. I'm going into the beat. That. All sorts of stuff with it. Double. Oh, I'll do that again. So I'm still hearing that, ba-da-da-da-da, and I'm just changing the fill. However it comes out, it's going to come out. But I am thinking, da-da-da-da-da, and I might not even play that. You do that? Oh, I love that kind of like, see, attention deficit. I don't know why I did that. That just heard something, and when I want to figure out what that was. That's another huge thing, creativity. Just make stuff up, make up exercises. Hear something in your head, or hear something in a song, instead of really trying to just figure it out note for note. Take that thing you heard, that lick you heard, and make it your own. For me, it's just taking the amount of hits. And for some reason, that was always something that was easy. When I hear did-it, I would just play it. Oh, there, I tried to do flams. See, I'll take a pattern, and then I'll try all different sticking combinations. I was switching back and forth between singles, doubles, or it's a 5-stroke roll. Doubling all those. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 7-stroke roll? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm doing a single 5. So 9-stroke roll. Sorry, 9-stroke roll. See, I have to think about this stuff when I put it into words. That's not my forte. That is not what I'm really super good at. Taking patterns and splitting them in between things. Compounding. This is, again, just trying to get more creative. Taking the triplet. Getting so comfortable with it, and then throwing an accent. To be honest, at first, take a lead hand. I'm doing it left-hand lead. That's my number 1. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet. And I would really just work on the left hand. Then try to accent the right, which is the second note of the triplet. One triplet. Oh, that's hard. Woo! Quiet to loud. Just there, the creative juices get going, and really I'm not being creative. I am throwing my hands at different drums. I'm trying to keep the triplet pattern. This is an awesome thing for higher level learning concepts, all that wonderful stuff. Is I end up coming up with things by accident most of the time, and most of the times the coolest stuff that happens is by accident, and then I try to figure out what I did. So there, I'll just start randomly going. It's the triplet, and I'll do something by accident, but it'll trigger in my head like, ooh, that sounded good. Then I'll see if I can figure out what I did. And for some reason, doing it that way, it's almost backwards. I tend to internalize it a lot better. I get it inside me. Then I'll, that's a group of 3. Cool. Now it's a 4. See, that sounds kind of cool. Who knew? Yeah, I'm just trying to keep the... Whoa, what's this? That's tough, but that's cool. See, that just came out. Mentally, I'm like thinking chasing, or it's a kung fu block move. I don't even know what the heck I did. Brain. See, I will also get zoned in where I just let go of the world and will just sit and do a pattern forever. There, it's triplets. So then my brain says, well, I can do triplets other ways. I could do right hand like... And I'll start thinking, like... Now there, I'm just kind of going at random, and I'm keeping the triplet in my head, da 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 da, with a quarter note pulse, so I can keep track of it. And then, like I said, at random, we'll take all these patterns and try to smoosh them together, keeping in triplets, whether it's singles. Patterns like that's a triplet. Of course, once I did 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, sometimes, like right there, it kind of threw me off because it displaced the triplet by 1 beat from how my pattern was, if that makes any sense to anybody. So... when I go to the singles, I'm still following the pulse so that I can always start whatever my next triplet breakdown between limbs is going to be, will be on that quarter note. Hopefully. If I don't, then again, I'm listening for when that pulse is going to come around, except in the times when I do something and my brain goes, oh, and I will lose my spot. Hopefully, I'll have a limb going that'll keep it together. there. Is it time?
Is it time, everybody? I'm just sitting here, falling in love with the camera. This is my new friend. Stick spins. We should work on those sometime. One last lick, maybe. One last lick.
And that go. That pattern, I love. It's this foot pattern. But I'm reversing it. I'm doing it. And then I'm putting doubles in, or it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like that. That's cool. Or sticking with doing it with the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Hear that? Nah. And then here I'm doing 3/16 notes on the corner, like ding, ding. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Again, push, pull, very relaxed. Then back again, getting ad-libby with the left hand, putting in different accents. I'm still most likely sticking with the pattern, but I will deviate from the pattern, and then that's my check pattern. I come back to it. That was combining that fill we did earlier in with that first kick drum pattern.
It's that time.
And there you got your fake Latin. Woo!
It's that time.
Let's do it.
All right. We're going to play this song, and then we'll take a 10-minute break, and then bada boom.
All right.
What is it?